Hi, I'm Brenda. Welcome to my channel, the Empress and the Sun Tarot. Today I will start with a general reading and then we will answer individual questions, one question readings. Donations do take a priority, so we will begin with just a general reading and then we will begin answering questions. We ask that you just like and subscribe and then just be friendly. My guide just calls who she is called to. Hi, Misha. Hi, Cynthia. Hi, Kimberly. How are you doing today? Hey, Rhonda. We are going to do a general reading. And on that, just take what resonates and leave the rest. And then we will get into questions. We haven't done, this for a few days. So we are excited to try to get back to a general normal schedule. Dave is off today. He had to take his mom to have a small procedure done. So we spent a little time together this morning, did a little self-care. So besides that, this is just a general reading for the day. So please just take what resonates and leave the rest. We will clip this portion of the video and just post this video because Celia's finding these to be very awesome. Dave got me a really nice computer a while back, and I greatly enjoy it. And I'm in here in the sunshine, which Celia loves the best. So she was like in my office, but now it's not getting quite as much sunshine because the time of the year. So she has me. We set up a little studio area in our living room. So me and Dave were joking about we had kind of made a studio area of our house because he's got his sound studio and then I have my office and then now we have a little thing in here and we were talking about setting up a thing for in the kitchen. So because Dave's in the process of building us a pondless waterfall, another passion of his. So this is just a general reading for the day. Okay, so several messages. The bottom of the deck is close your eyes to open your heart, which is a beautiful message. A lot of times, when I'm trying to work on my energy and things, and it's a 7 card. I bring my hands to my heart and, and I close my eyes and I really focus my energy there. And I think about whatever person I'm trying to send loving energy to. So, so you're saying do that and send energy and love to yourself. Make sure you're loving yourself. Then the cards that came out is your 111-year-old self. So I feel like that's your higher self trying to talk to you. Because your higher self is just a different version of you. Time is linear in this dimension, but and sometimes everything is considered to be happening in the now, and in that case, you would be your 111-year-old self now, as well as everything else is in the now. So so you're saying this is your higher self is really trying to communicate and talk to you. I know she's definitely been giving me a ton of messages. The next card is the Galactic Grandmother, which, maybe that is, also your ancestors are trying to communicate with you. I know my dad and mom and Dave's dad have really been around a lot lately, feeling their energy. So so you're saying to try to, bring your hand to that heart space and try to connect with your galactic grandmother. It might even be a great or great great grandmother that you never even met, but somebody that has some higher knowledge that can help you understand, the part of your path, because you contain the entire universe encoded within you. which is true, which, that is your 111-year-old self. That's saying, that, everything is happening at once. And then the last card is wanted universal creators. And in that, I get that same message, because, we are all part from the one. So, the more we realize that we're connected to each other, on such an energetic level, the more you can understand, more of the mission and the path. That's why I've really been pushed forward to, become such the messenger, because I've been in so many different experiences, on my path, and now I'm really guided to, share those experiences, even if it can just help one person. We recently posted the video about, how to protect and to, keep your energy clear, because I feel like right now there is, the veil is thin. So not only is there a lot of communication, that also means, we're, we live in a time of duality. So where there's light, there's dark. So, the light's trying to communicate with you, and the dark's, in my past, in my experience, it's the dark's tried to kind of stop that communication. So if you're having a rough time right now, and you're having a hard time, hearing all the messages, as it says, close your eyes and open your heart, because sometimes, what we're seeing is, what the ego wants us to see, and not what the heart wants us to, really see. So, yeah, but it's definitely a great time for, you know, time of creation. Me and Dave were just talking. We're getting really close to that Sagittarius new moon. And Sagittarius is, when you put those intentions out there, it's about 6 months till the full moon of that sign, um, when that energy should be, back around by that cycle, which is about a 6 month cycle. So, it's a great time to, sit and think, where would you like to be in 6 months? Where would you like to be in 6 years? So, you have to kind of, you know, and I feel like you're getting a lot of downloads, because in this one, he's definitely getting the downloads. I know me and Dave were talking about, we've both been really getting so much lately. So, so if you're unable to sleep at night, just know that might be part of the reason why I've been getting woken up a lot in the middle of the night, to get messages. Sometimes I'll wake up and I'll get a little message, and I'll go back to sleep, and I'll wake up and I'll get a little more of the message. Thank you for donating, Corinne. We're just doing a general, and then we will get to you. So then we will just get some tarot for the general energy of the day, and then we will move on. The next question, the next card is the current energy, which is the devil energy. Are you being distracted on your path? That was the message of it yesterday for me with that devil card. What is trying to distract you from shining your light brightly? What is causing you to be in that lower vibration? Because in this devil card, look, he's got somebody, and he's really playing with their strings right there. So, who's playing with your strings, causing you to not be able to, step into your power fully and shine your light? So, Celia feels like that's another person. So she's like, who is doing that to you? So who is trying to distract you on your path? I know, as I was on my path in the beginning, I would start to get on it, and then it would like be the one thing that I would say, to distract me, and then it would, and then, which a lot of times was my twin flame. So, just know. Um, and the foundation card is the Three of Cups, which for I feel is, about community. Also, the Three of Cups can be about the next holiday. So maybe you're going to see this person on the next holiday here in the States. That is Thanksgiving, which is just Thursday. So a lot of times I feel like that's, being with others and dreaming about what you want. But Celia's like holiday for me on this one today. So she's like holiday. So the next holiday, you're, very possibly going to have communication of some sort, even if it's just energetic from this person. But don't let them, don't let them pull you out of your energy and your power. Don't let them trigger you. Don't let them trigger you. If you have a little communication because it is holiday season or something, don't let them pull you out of that energy. Immediate future energy is the Queen of Swords, because any kind of stuff like that, she's like, off with the head. She's cutting it off. She's clear. She knows what she deserves, what she stands for. So, yeah, anybody that's trying to yank your chain, Queen of Swords, so you're saying, and the headspace is the Three of Wands, which is, wish fulfillment, which when you get that communication, that's what you want. But make sure when that happens, you're not being codependent, you're not overgiving. If they've stepped back and they want to come back, give them room to explain where they were, why, what they've been doing, what they've learned, whatever. Don't overgive, because like she's kind of just standing back, looking at that. She's not jumping in to what's being offered. So, yeah, just kind of look and observe. We got 2 ears and one mouth. So, if someone's coming back after a little, sketchy behavior of any kind, listen to what they have to say. She's very discerning. She's listening. But you know what? She's not jumping right back in. She's not, she's got that board in her hand, but she's not in the water. So she's thinking about it. In the immediate past is the Six of Cups. That person you're thinking about from the past that you want to come back. Um, you know, that can be this life or past life, another, lifetime. When I met Dave, I definitely knew I knew him from a past life. There was no doubt in my mind. So when I get this Six of Cups, it's not always, somebody now. Because in the romance angels, it's, you have known this person before. That doesn't mean in this lifetime. So, but I feel like that's more probably that person is going to communicate. The environment is the Queen or the Page of Cups. Has it been very quiet? Has there been no communication? Because, you know, that page right there is not focused anything on any kind of communication with somebody else. They're walking a tightrope, they're studying, they're getting lots of ideas. So they have a lot of other, I feel, internal communication going on versus external. But so you're saying, but by that holiday time, so whatever is your next holiday, so how others see you is the Hermit. That's a beautiful energy that you're, elevating, ascending, gaining your, working on your spirituality. The Hermit is not afraid to be alone if what's being offered to him is toxic. The Hermit will be like, thanks, I'll pass. This is not part of my path. Or, you know what, part of my path is seeing the pattern and overcoming it, which is normally the case. And the hopes and fears card is the Knight of Wands, which is, that for me, it's the wounded warrior, but this person in this card is she's staying in there and she's kind of shining the light for others. And so he is definitely an advocate of that, of what you learn, teach to others. So, and she said, that's a fear to a lot of people of, stepping into their power. A lot of people don't, know their worthiness, don't think, do, want to be humble, want to be not seen as, that person that they are. Instead, feel like, they're in that wounded part, but just know even that wounded part of you um, is really strong and has a strong message that needs delivered. Like, so you've been having me share a lot of my stuff from my, journey on my dark night of my soul. Because she feels like it's important for me to share to other people that, you might be in a really, really bad place. Like mine was, there were some really crazy things going on to me, at at that time. But a few years later, look at me where, I found Dave and I'm in such a joyfully happy place. So he says, just know if you're in a rough place that it's going to get better. But as you do, make sure you're sharing that knowledge with others to, help make their path easier. When I was going through my stuff, there wasn't anybody. So just, you know, so you saying shine your light. And the outcome card is the Four of Pentacles. What are you still holding on to? What are you afraid to share with everyone else? What have you found that's the most healing modality for you? I find the tarot really good because it gives me lots of answers. But meditation is probably my favorite modality, right here. That's my favorite modality, meditation, honestly. The sound bowls that Dave does a lot for me, but I feel like, this is you're holding yourself back and it's saying, the universe is trying to create with you. It's trying to help you expand to help others on this journey. And even if you don't know your gifts yet, just know that that time will come. And as it does, don't be afraid to share. Even if it's just one little thing that's helped you that you don't think is that huge of an asset to anyone else, that could really be important to someone else, and help them. So just don't hold yourself back. The underlying energy is the Queen of Cups, the King of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. So I feel like that's a brand new beginning. With the Ace of gaining some clarity, walking away from that toxic behavior, and figuring out how to balance, the clarity of the mind with the, heart space. And the bottom of the deck is the Judgment card because, the awakening path right now is really knocking loud, asking you to, step in, um, to the gifts that's trying to be offered to you. Are you afraid of your gifts? I mean, I know personally, I know Dave is a little afraid to step in to sharing his bowls. Me and Celia encourage him a lot, but like he's at that point, and I've been at that point, so I can definitely see it and identify. He's at the point where he just can't right now. And eventually he's going to. He got him a set for, traveling, so I am expecting him to do a little bit of bowl playing, and share. But he's very gifted, but he's just doesn't have that confidence. And I feel like many people, have a gift, but are a little afraid to share it. And so you're saying, don't hold yourself back. Because when Dave played the bowls for me one day, I had so much pain. He literally like took so much pain out of me. Like it was unbelievable. The energy that was moving that he, because it was literally just energy. That needed, to be moved. And I went from like, I was going to go to the emergency room. I was in that much pain. And, he played the bowls and literally reduced my pain enough that I went to work and was fine, the rest of the day. So we will get to Corinne since she donated, and then we will get to questions. But so you just want to make sure everybody's, even if you don't think your gift is that important, it really, can make a difference. Even if it's just one, my thought on this is if I can help one person, then, we're making a difference. So Corinne, did you have a question? Um, I see it says Cece, but I'm guessing that's you, Corinne. So you was like, oh, Corinne. So I was getting, even though it's a different name, she's saying that's probably you, Corinne. Oh, my chat's going crazy. Okay. We're going to start with a romance angel. She immediately knew your energy. I literally thought it said Corinne. So it's kind of funny that it didn't say it, but that's literally, you're supposed to, I saw your energy. So. Okay, Corinne. So far we've gotten 3. The first card is finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Be for you or the other person. The next card out is the passion card, which is allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And I feel like it's part of this next card because it's your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing or spiritual path. And I feel like what is your passion with your spiritual path? Because I feel like you're supposed to bring that as part of your as part of your income. So what are you working on your spiritual path, Corinne? What is your passion? Do you because the true love is on the bottom. As you, I feel like step into this path, the true love is there. This is the romance of a lifetime. Yeah. Corinne, she says that is not correct. She does like him. She said she loves him. He is part of the one. She just, sometimes we have to value ourselves and then that other person can value us. She said she has never said that it can't work out. So she's saying you have to step into part of your spiritual path and make it part of your, like I said, part of your income in some kind of way. But yes, it's not that she doesn't like him. She doesn't like the attachment, codependent energy. Yeah, because there's not reciprocity there. Squunchy face. Yeah, not reciprocity. So we're going to get some tarot for you, Corinne. We're going to use the chakra deck that they recently got me. Because a lot of times I get more of the messages off the chakra colors, honestly. Yeah. But Celia's like really adamant that it's not that she doesn't like him. Yeah. And Corinne, Celia says sometimes that, sometimes when you're writing that thing, when you've taken that step, when you're, really doing something new, that's when that other person will like come back and be like, hey, right when you're like finding that happiness with somebody else. just because your energy is so different when you're attracted, or even just talking to someone else, even just being friendship when you're your energy is directed in it at another person in a high vibration way. It really makes a difference. That's, she says, like a job. Have you ever, been in between jobs and can't find that perfect job, and then as soon as you take something, you get all these other, offers or interests? Same thing. Same thing. So, as, but she's saying this is definitely about you stepping into your spiritual path. Yeah, I hear you, Phil. Okay, Corinne, for your headspace, we got the Two of Swords. I feel wishy-washy. That's good then. You're making that decision. Because, for a long time, that girl's just standing there holding those swords, and she could really put one of them down and take the blindfold off and walk away. She just has to make the decision, which I feel like there's that Ace of Swords, the clarity you have now received to do that. That's beautiful. The bottom of the deck, the foundation card is the Star card, which is healing, which is definitely, filling your own cup up. Look how her cup is, overflowing. And that's because she's loving herself. So that's really beautiful. In the immediate future card is the Ace of Pentacles, a new opportunity in the physical. So second ace of the reading, Corinne. The headspace is the Nine of Pentacles. She's doing pretty good, that Nine of Pentacles. Normally, she's single, stable, I mean, Celia's like, put it up there, let her see. That's a pretty good headspace to be in with the Star as the heart or the foundation. Celia feels like that's real progress. And however you're working on the process of letting that go, Corinne, you should upload a little video about whatever process you're using, or maybe just like I don't know. Celia's saying, part of this is sharing, what you're learning. Um, the Four of Pentacles is the recent past, about holding on. It's funny because I give Dave this analogy. Sometimes you can have you can have $1 million as long as you can hold on to it. If you let it go, then you can't have it anymore. You can have it as long as you're holding on to it. So is our analogy with this card. So sometimes you have to just let shit go, Celia says. But it sounds like you're really doing that, Corinne. So she's loving that energy. She says we're going to get two more cards for you for the outcome. Ten of Pentacles and the Hanged Woman. So definitely elevating yourself, focusing on your spiritual path, working on, that journey within, and the, King of Pentacles on the bottom, as that underlying energy, which I feel like is this energy, as you step into your spiritual path a little more, because I feel like it's definitely, you're supposed to make some money through your spiritual path. So and what I've learned is, teach what you know. So I've learned about twin flame, and I have learned about Chiron and the North Node. So that's what I'm working on teaching. So Celia says, teach what you know. So whatever your, healing, modalities you use, teach them. So Corinne, thank you for donating to the channel. We greatly, greatly appreciate that. And then we will move on. Corinne, that I deserve better statement makes like changes things so much. And changing to the mantra of I'm dating for marriage. And literally put that, put a couple of little sticky notes around I'm dating for marriage. And kind of put that out there in your vibration, I'm dating for marriage, that's what I want. So that will come back around to you. I'm going to ask Muskin, please don't spam the chat. Celia calls who she's guided to. And Rhonda, we're going to get you next. So thank you very much. And thank you, Corinne, for donating. Rhonda, do you have a question today? Yes. Like I did that. That was Corinne, the last thing I did to really bring Dave in. I did my list, I did a focus wheel, and that literal statement of me telling somebody that was kind of in and out, I'm dating for marriage. The next time Eric contacts you, tell him that. So you think that's a great idea. Okay, Rhonda. Okay, Rhonda, we are getting for you now. We love you too, Corinne. We want what's best for you, girl. She says there's so much good for you. Yeah, so whatever like is your passion on the spiritual path, like she says that is gonna like be such an important part of your financial future. Celia's more always about the love, but this is like she's like your financial future. Like, so just know that, Corinne. And it might not happen today or tomorrow. It might be, a year or 5 years down the road, but just know that integrating your spiritual path into your 3D life is really going to take your finances next level, she said. Well, there you go. Okay, Rhonda, this one is for you. Yes, it's a beautiful day. The sun is shining right down on me, so I'm so joyously happy. And we haven't done this for a while, so Celia and I are just full of energy. And as long as the energy stays really good in here, then we kind of stay. Dave was saying, as soon as the energy kind of gets a little wonky in the chat, that I check out. So, yeah, as soon as I get thrown off balance, Celia's like, okay, see ya. So, yeah, so everybody can just be considerate. Please don't spam the chat. You can say where you're from. Oh, here's one for you, Corinne. What are you grateful for? This week we're having Thanksgiving, so Dave was asking me today. So I'm going to ask you, what are you grateful for? Corinne, Rhonda, what are you grateful for? Rhonda, this is for you about Rex. So you said you've been doing really good about trying to not focus quite so much. So good job, she said. Okay. She said, we're taking that one. It's out there on the tip of my finger, she said. Apparently that's the one we're taking. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. which is the engagement card. And we get the stay optimistic card. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So she's saying really spend that time in that heart space, this week, of bringing your hand to your heart and focusing on just how much love you have for him. Honestly, I'll show you on my table. I have the picture of me and Dave sitting right here where I can see it, because that always just helps my vibration when I feel like Dave's love around me. We've been talking about, our trip, because we're getting ready to go to Sedona, and I actually was working on, and I changed my banner on my page and put that Sedona background. And honestly, that Sedona background is the view we had when we got married. That's literally from the place where we got married. So if you look at the banner, that's what that is. So Corinne, Rhonda, she's saying like stay optimistic. We're gonna get some tarot. But yeah, she's saying really stay in your heart space. Aww. Yeah, she's like the happier you are and the more in your heart space you are, like the more like she says, look at the picture, because Dave always jokes with me and says, when I'm really in a good vibration and connected to Celia, I look like his Greek goddess. And that's kind of what that reminds me of. And the card underneath there is the give your relationship a chance. So I feel like that's an important message for you. But she's like, be as happy as you can be. Because Rhonda, there's communication. It looks rather quickly too, because it looks like you get the Knight of Swords, the Two of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the Four of Swords, and the Death card, which is, huge transformation coming in, and the Six of Wands, which is the card of victory. So I feel like, the more that you just really are focused on what you want, the quicker that communication is going to come in. That's going to really change, because like this is you being very grounded and centered. Because if you're being grounded and centered, guess what, Rhonda? So will he. So yeah, as you're working on your healing stuff, like so is he, because you guys are definitely mirroring each other. So if you're in this energy, so is he. But I feel like you're getting clarity on, So he says, which 8 would you rather be in? The 8 with the communication or the 8 with the swords? Because it's all about your thoughts. And you're gaining clarity on that, Rhonda. And as you really, she's like, focus on just being happy and meditating, staying really balanced and grounded, and happy. Like Dave says, there's nothing more attractive than somebody that's really happy. So just, as Celia says, be happy. Yeah, yesterday, Celia felt like I needed apparently bare part of my soul. Dave, we talked about stuff David never talked about. We hadn't talked about, because a lot of my dark night of my soul stuff, I just don't talk about that stuff, because I'm not trying to bring that energy back. And it's funny that I talked about that part of my life, and then yesterday I got contacted by somebody that had her mom had a different experience, and is looking for me to come and clear her energy and her space. I was joking with Dave that it's kind of like the poltergeist thing, that I've kind of done it before, but I don't know. It's kind of weird, but apparently I can do it. So here we go. So apparently that's why I was reminded of that energy, because something from that had happened right at that time. Was a similar story to the person that contacted me. So which was completely off a different platform than this, which is nothing related to any of my channel or anything. So just kind of ironic, but we will How is everyone doing today? Hi, Fatine. Hi, Mary. Hi, Natalie. Pooja. Rachel. So he wants me to pull the list down, and we're just gonna. Mary, can we get a question for you? Hi, Maxine. How are you doing? Hi, Miss Vic. SK. I will just say Celia is feeling a little long-winded today. So, and she wouldn't let me come till she was completely ready. So, because I was going to come on earlier, but she thought I needed to get some stuff done. So we did that stuff, and now she's ready. Okay, Mary, we're going to get that. Celia wants me to use this one. So, Mary, what are you thankful for today? Celia's going to ask that of everybody, apparently. What are you thankful for today? I'm thankful for Dave, my husband. He's such the blessing to me. When I woke up this morning, he was sitting there telling me how grateful and blessed he was for me. So, right now it's tea. Me and Dave had coffee this morning. Hi, Catherine. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, we had coffee together, and because he had to go see his mom at like 9 o'clock. So you said no coffee and cards. She wanted me to get stuff done. So we just follow, whatever Celia wants. I really follow her guidance completely. I've learned. So guidance for Mary and Steve for the future. Mary, has there been a lot of chaos and conflict going on? Because the first card out is the chaos and conflict card, but it is Celia's it's a 33, so it is a master number. In this, I knew there was one more. Celia was telling me to look at. In the picture, it's a zebra, but it looks like a giraffe, and that the this the giraffe spots are going to wear off and the zebra stripes are going to shine through. So if there's been a lot of chaos and conflict, just know that that is going to clear up. All of that's going to shed away. So you're saying. And the next card is the Imagine card. So that is beautiful energy. We are in Sag energy, and that's fire energy. So write the beautiful love story you would like to have, say, where would you like to be in 5, 10, 25, 50 years with this person? Write a little thing and burn it on the full moon or the new moon, which is in a couple of days. I'll have to get my book and see. I'll know tomorrow, but we're really, really close. So, but it's in Sag, so that's fire energy. That's why I'm saying burn it. But yeah, right, like where you would like to be. I would like to be married to Steve and, be, playing with our grandchildren or great grandchildren. But like, normally, you can do it at any time of the day. I normally do it close, like I'll look at what time the new moon is, and normally just as long as you do it that day. You can do it outside. You can do it inside. If you do it inside, just have a bowl of water. Make sure you're being extra safe. So big bowl of water, burn, put it in the water. If you're doing it in the house, if not, make sure you're burning it in a safe receptacle area if you're burning outside, because safety first, because Celia's favorite thing, safety first. So, and the next card is Poised. So, I feel like it's going to, and she looks like she is doing the freaking happy dance, Mary. So Celia says, imagine what you want and then, just expect it. Expect it. You get what you expect. And, then you get the observer card on the bottom, which is, sit back and watch it. Put the process out there. Then you have to, I'm like safety first on everything. Was raised like safety first. So I'm like safety first. That's my motto with Dave. He always laughs at me, but I don't get hurt. So, safety first. And we're going to get a couple cards for you, Mary, but it looks really good. She's saying, write the story you want and then trust it to the universe to bring it to you, because that girl's doing the happy dance in that poised card. Yeah, she said just pull you a couple tarot. Well, Mary, it looks very divinely guided because the first card you get is the moon. And then you get the 8 of Cups, and then you get the Magician. So I feel like he's definitely part of your spiritual path. And you have the ability to manifest however you want it to be. However it's been in the past, if you focus on that energy, because this is literally what Celia's telling me. Here's your choice. You can focus on energy of the past or the energy you want to create in the future. Where you focus, your energy goes. But she said it looks really, really good. How's your money situation, Mary? Oh, no. Think about, okay, Mary, write the gratitude list. Yes, write the gratitude list. Like, write that down. Like, Dave has like a running gratitude list he has for me. I have my journal. I write gratitude stuff for him all the time. Oh, yeah. And she's like, keep your meditation. If you're doing some meditation, keep doing meditation. Because that's going to heal whatever is, that last, she says like that last like thing, like, but you're close. She's like, you're so close. Yeah, because like the 9 is like all that. She says, listen to your quiet voice. Because she says, look, you got the white bird there and then you got the white owl there. So like you're definitely being really guided right now. But you just have to trust. It's all gonna work out. Beautifully, beautifully bleed. And sometimes there's chaos I'll say this right now, Mary, this is reminding me. This morning I told Dave because he made a comment and I was like, what? And he wouldn't tell me. And I was like, and he's like, don't, because the last time that I felt a funky energy with Dave like that and I pushed it, you want to know what happened? I didn't get my magical proposal because I couldn't be patient and wait for the divine timing. So that's so you're saying just be patient and be happy. That's her motto. Be happy. But just know maybe because something looks one way doesn't mean it's that way. Like with Dave, I felt there was energy, and like again today, and that's what Sylvia's reminding me of, that I felt there was energy and thought something else was going on, but it could be something completely different. Something really good. So patience. If you don't want to be patient, be happy and get your energy in alignment, and then it can come super fast and easy. And then you don't have to have the patience if you have your energy in alignment, she says. Rachel, is there possible reconciliation between me and Aries in the future? Okay, we're going to get a card for you. Rachel, I'd like to thank everybody for joining us today. Yeah, like she's like really like think of like the gratitude energy, being grateful. That's like highest vibration. If you get into that high vibration, like, okay, Mary, here's the thing. Tell me 5 things that you're grateful about him for. Like, I'm grateful Dave makes me coffee. I am grateful Dave maintains the hot tub so well. I'm grateful Dave loves to travel. I am grateful Dave placed the bowls for me. I am grateful Dave is such a good kisser. So, yeah, but Celia's like, name 5 things that you're grateful for right now. And see if that doesn't make you feel like a totally different energy with him. You know, touch your heart space, you know, your heart, and then think of those things. And she says we want to hear them. So, okay, Rachel, you're getting cards for you. Rachel, the card you get is love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So Celia's saying, you know, if he has to have that little bit of time, just free your energy. Don't be codependent. And then he can express his love. And we're going to get some tarot. And sometimes we just have to do that. Rachel, were you here in the beginning of the reading? Aw, that is so beautiful. Rachel, well, I'm going to snip that video out and I'm going to play it. But the first card was about being, don't be, you know, distracted in that devil energy. So sometimes you have to just walk away from that and do what's best for yourself. But I feel like as you do that, you know, it makes you more more romantically attractive. And as you're happy, you know, so don't, I know you have to do some healing and work through some energy with that, but I don't feel like that's a done thing, Rachel. And so you won't give me cards till she's done with the message, but she doesn't feel like it's done. It's going to come back around because there's the 3 of Wands, which is, you know, that wish fulfillment card. There's the Chariot. Sometimes we have to separate to do what's best for us. So, and the Emperor, and let him work on his stuff. So you just like work on your spiritual path, and you know, yeah. But I feel like he's going to. As you pull your energy back, when he pulls his energy back from you, can you feel it? You can, and he can feel that with you. So, every day, Rachel, even though you're going to be not being codependent on him, I want you to try and exercise for him. I see the Chariot as a major arcana, which is like July. So the end of June, July, Celia's saying, or Aries. She's like, Aries. So between Aries season and June, so April to June, she wants you to try something. Get your heart space and fill your heart space and write every day 5 or 10 things you love about him, and just do it in like that place, to where, you know, it's just, you know, only love things you're not missing him. Just feel the love. Like I decided with my dog, I wasn't crying tears of sadness or tears of love, because if I'm in tears of sadness with her, you know what? I'm completely disconnected from her. If I'm in tears of love for her, I can still feel her around me. So you're saying just go ahead and keep working, you know, on loving yourself. She said when you write a list for him on the things you love about him, flip that page over and write a list for yourself. And then tomorrow, read that list for yourself before you write the list for him. That way you're loving yourself and you're loving him. And that goes for anybody out here that's trying to, you know, bring something back around. The more you love yourself and are in just a heart love space for that person, the quicker all that. I do it daily. Like I sometimes write it down, but if not, I do it verbal when I'm doing my meditation. I'm grateful for Dave. Dave has a running list that he goes in his journal and writes, 10 things every day he's grateful for. Not specifically me, but like specific, but he has a second list. It's literally all the things about me that he just adds to on his computer. So the more grateful you are and heart centered about that person, the more you're going to attract those qualities back. Hi, Danny. Yeah, so spend a little time. How's things going, Danny? Things have been so chaotic, but I'm still trying to get Dave to do the Tree of Life reading for you. I have not forgot, Danny. And Rachel Celia's like, be that Queen of Cups, be, self-love. Know what you want and deserve. That's awesome, Danny. We have a great affirmation. Dave and I say every day is getting a little bit better. Hi, all about Maine. Danny, can we get a card for you? Celia says, we haven't seen you for a little bit. She's like, hey. That's always our thing. Hey. So she says, hey, Danny. And that's just a really easy one that, sometimes people get resistance to things, but so she likes that, every day's getting a little bit better. And Celia says she knows, Danny, you're learning the dip in, dip out method. That was one of the things on our Protect Your Energy video. That like Dave and I do. Sometimes you have to just dip into a situation and dip out a little bit. Hold on one second. I'll be right back. I have to do something. Celia's making me do something right this second. So I will be 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Celia wants me to do something right at this very, very moment. Danny, I think I have your email. And Celia is making me do this right at this. She's like, now. So, we are going to send you, okay, we are, sending you a little something, Danny. I apparently didn't write the last line on my thing, but I will, I have it somewhere else, so I will, I think it just says how much it makes, but, um so, so you wanted me to do that, for the sugar scrub, but you can do it as a salt scrub too. But she said, do it now. So, so she wanted me to do that right then, Danny. She told me not another second because we kind of forget things. So you are welcome. I have some other ones. I'm just going to take pictures of the things I have in my book. The cards you get, Danny, are the Thinker, a Leg Up, a Time for a Nap, and the Poised card. And in that card, like she's doing like the happy dance. So I hope that gives you a leg up. It's a beautiful product. I really, really like it. So you want me to look at it. I did all these color study things. I just feel like there's something else with that, Danny. I have it somewhere else too, Danny. I will send it to you. But so you want me to send that right then? She was like, now. So I'm a girl that listens. So because I feel like I might have changed something after I wrote it in that book. So she's telling me to look. I have it maybe somewhere else because I feel like I modified something or changed something. So yeah, because there's a chemist buried deep inside me that likes to play with all that stuff. So Danny, you get the Knight of Swords and the Lover's card and the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like this is saying, so you said to show you the cards. Something you've been waiting for. She feels like you may be getting some communication. Oh yeah, I like to experiment and try like different. Like I was trying the different thing with the bath bombs, trying for the foam without the chemicals. So yeah, I like to try different things with it. Make it my own. Just because I'm in a bath bomb group, and they share some like general recipes, and then you kind of take it and you like make it your own. So Merry Christmas, Danny. Early. I will. So you. I have the book out, so I will remember to check. Yes, I'll go on and I'll invite you. I'll go into the group and invite you into the group. Yeah, they like share a lot of recipes. You know, so lots of good things. That's where I got that recipe, and then I kind of I think that was the general run, and then I kind of worked on it and did a little bit myself. So but that was But yes, Danny, I will here. Danny, I don't know if I'm Okay, Danny, I'll add you. So you said we'll get that. Cynthia, I haven't seen my father of my 1-year-old. Will he find me attractive? So, Cynthia, we're going to give you the best advice we could give you. Be joyfully happy. Like a happy, smiling person is so attractive. Like, just be happy. Like, you have a 1-year-old, so you have pure positive energy right there all the time. Peaches and cream, we don't have a limit on the donation, just whatever value you find in it. So, because we know different people have, different lifestyles, and it's a personal thing. So, bye, Danny. Have a great day. Okay, Cynthia, we're getting a card for you. And Peaches and Cream, you can donate through Cash App or PayPal. Then after you donate, you can post your question. Cynthia, for you, we get the Knight of Cups, the Devil Energy, the Death card, and then we get the Chariot and the Queen of Cups on the bottom, which she's looking pretty good. I feel like your situation can change really quickly. I feel like, are you in a much better place of feeling your self-love? I'm guessing that baby helps your vibration be in a more happy place because, I feel like he's going to definitely think that. And I feel like there's going to be a huge change. And I feel like it's divinely guided because three out of the 4 cards on the table are major. And the one that's not is, that Knight of Cups, which is an offer coming, to move forward. So I feel like, Cynthia, yes, he will find you attractive. So. Thank you for donating. Peaches and Cream is how does see Leo feel about me currently? Pisces. We are currently in no communication, but I still feel like well, Remy, I will just tell you in the past, I will say if you're thinking of someone normally, it's because they are thinking of you. So we will get how does he feel about you currently? First card we get is the Page of Cups, or the Page of Pentacles, which I feel like that is, communication in the physical. Has he been working on his money? Because a lot of times with that page, I feel like they're kind of more focused in that area, but we get the Two of Cups, so I feel like he's definitely would like something with you. Did one of you cut it off really quickly, like Queen of Swords, like just stop? I feel like he did. And you've been kind of sitting around waiting for him to come back, but he really hasn't. And the page that's missing is the Page of Wands, but I feel like there's great opportunity for something to come back around. Yeah. And the Seven of Pentacles is there right next to, that Emperor. But I feel like the one page that's not there is the Page of Wands, which is the, action, the one that wants to take action with you. Remy, Celia, my guide, says, really just focus on what you're, really focus on you and really focus on just the feelings you have for him. If you really, are you in separation right now? Because literally, if you are, you can literally put your hand on your heart for one, and you can think loving thoughts, and that sends that energy to him. You can also write a gratitude list of the things you love about him, and only focus on the love. And if you're feeling that love, just like the love you have for him, feel that love, and don't focus on any of the negative. If there's any, whatever the negative is between the two of you, look and see if there's not a pattern, that it's happened before. Because normally when things like that happen in a relationship, we've had that pattern before. Remy, women think of sex like this: sex, love. Men do not. They are literally so compartmentalized in their thinking. No, like, shade thrown to a man. That's just how their brains are wired differently. Like, they're wired to protect, to where we're more wired to be more domesticated. So that's just, the duality of the masculine and feminine energy. But Celia's saying, if you want this to come around, if you really like pull your energy back, but literally focus on the love you have, and just focus on the love, like, but literally, I would pull your energy back. If you want more, you can literally like write out the most beautiful, story that you would like it to be. And on the new moon, which is in a couple of days, I think 2 days, I would burn it because it's a Sagittarius new moon, which is fire. But I feel like he's working, because the only card that came out on this side was, the Page of Pentacles, which is, somebody like, he's kind of focused on that pentacle. But I feel like there's a lot of other underlying energy of a pattern, for you in relationships. And as you solve that pattern, like, that's pretty good. But yeah, like, you can like really, but look at your patterns. Celia says, if you're new to the channel, we're going to tell you, this is Chiron. It is a key on your birth chart. It is literally, the Chiron, is the symbol of it is the key symbol. It's your wounded healer. It's what we have to heal in this lifetime. A lot of times when we have a problem in a relationship, it's because of Chiron. I'm actually going to teach a class tomorrow night in my Facebook group. So if anybody would like to join and hasn't, make sure you're signing up in the Facebook group. Remy, if you would like to join, the Facebook group is in the description box or in the banner. And I'm going to do it free for the first 10 people. And then after that, I'm going to start charging for the class. But we're just very guided to, this has really helped us on our spiritual path. So we want to share it with other people. So, yeah. Celia says, thank you for donating. We greatly appreciate it. So have a great day. You are very welcome. And welcome to the Soul Tribe, Celia says. Kimberly, can we get your question next? Momina, please do not spam the chat. And we are going to get back on to try to doing daily tarot back again. Okay, what does Marshall think of Kimberly? Okay, Kimberly, the cards we get are the Ten of Pentacles, which is like, that family legacy. So that's overall beautiful energy. Celia says to put that one at the top. You got the Seven of Pentacles on the bottom. She said there's relevance because we're going to build a story here. You have the Two of Wands, the Three of Cups, the Four of Cups, the Five of Cups, the Six of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. I feel like it's all about, there's definitely progression there, especially in the middle of all this. I feel like it's definitely tied to the heart-centered. Has there been like third-party energy in the past? I'm guessing maybe there's a little separation right now. And that's why I'm like, is there a little third-party energy going on? Sometimes third party does not mean a person. Sometimes third party can be like work, video games, any other kind of thing that is any kind of thing that's, an addictive thing, something that's not for your highest vibration. Next, we get the Four of Cups. That Four of Cups, that person is being offered it, but they're not really taking it. And I feel like that Four of Cups is offering, for you to take the time to fill your cup up. And as you fill your cup up, that puts these two cups here behind him. And after he's progressed on this cycle enough, he is going to get to, that victory. And this, I feel like, is going to take you, where your desire is. You just have to decide what you want, because the overarching energy is that Ten of Pentacles, which is, that happy, legacy, who doesn't want that Ten of Pentacles? So I feel like you have to, be patient while he goes through whatever he's going through, because clearly there's a progression here from the 2 to the 7 through the cards. So just know he's working on his path. I feel like he feels like you're the Ten of Pentacles. So and that Sun card. So he just has to get through this time of confusion. But I feel like he's going to get there, Kimberly. I feel like he's just working on his path and has to figure out what he needs to do. He has to figure out, how to heal his own stuff. And honestly, I'm going to tell you the best way I can tell you to do that is for you to work on healing you. As you work on healing you, it will cause that mirroring effect. And that will pull more of that energy towards him, because trust me, if I'm really focused on working on my path, it like really pushes it in for Dave. If my path is a little bit slower, it's a little bit easier for Dave. So just know that wherever you focus is where that energy is going to go. So, Maxine, we will get for you a general. Hope everyone is doing well today. You are very welcome, Kimberly. It's got a lot to say today, Maxine. The bottom of the deck is allow your work to become your art. So that thing you love most in your heart, make sure you're, using that as part of your work and as part of your income. So you're saying. And then we get out of the mess comes elegant order, which is definitely beautiful energy. So even if you're going through a time of chaos, Maxine, just know in the end, it's going to work out. Yesterday we told a really personal story, but the point of me telling that story, Celia said, is so people can see that I was in a really dark place to where I was literally contemplating suicide, and then surrendering, to source really changed my path. Almost immediately, there was a huge change in my life. So, just know that when there's chaos, Maxine, it's because, things are trying to line up for you in a better way. And then you get wanted universal creator. So, what do you want to create? You can literally joyously create anything you want. The next card is the universe wants to co-conspire with you. Maxine, it seems like the universe is really knocking at the door for you. And the last one is the hero of your own cosmic journey. So that is very powerful energy, Maxine. We're also going to get a little bit of tarot for you. Hi, Kritka. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. Maxine, you are so powerful. Please. So it says begin now. Because honestly, until you do, it's just going to be chaotic. And literally, once you step into, you're going to be surprised at how many of the things you have desired will flow easily to you. Once you do that, you have to just I will say Celia has told me that I have been through so many crazy things in my life. So I can use those as references for, helping others. Because, that's where we feel we're guided to help be the beacon, shed some light on the path. So we're going to get some tarot for you, Maxine. But yeah, I feel like it's saying really it wants you to, allow that to, allow that to become your work. It is your greatest joy, and the universe is trying to bring you something so magnificent. Because I feel like that's like the Ace of Swords. Like that's that sword of clarity. You have to be the one to pull that stone out and walk the path. Because you get the Knight of Pentacles on the bottom, which is doing the steps and doing the work. And then you get the Five of Wands, which is, chaos and conflict. But sometimes this card, I don't feel like, they're all working kind of together to get to the same goal. It's a little bit of chaos, but ultimately they're all trying to get to the same place. So share your work. Walk away from the stuff that doesn't serve you, Maxine. And that's your fear, because, this is part of your spiritual path. So please share your gifts. Maxine, I'm pretty sure you're in the Facebook group, right? Celia feels you're in the Facebook group. She wants to give you a task, for a better word. She would like you maybe once or twice a week to put a little like journal prompt in there for every, just whatever you get inspired. If you couldn't just like put a little thing in there, like, how Celia says, what would it be like if? She feels like you get really inspired little, messages like that, something that you question. And when you have that question, she asks that you post it in the Facebook group. Guri, what's going on? Does Rahul Kapoor, Libra, in a relationship with someone else? What is really going on? No contact. You are very welcome. So you would, says welcome to the Soul Tribe, and she would like to, yeah. She said she wants to see you shine. That's the word I heard, see you shine. So she wants. So Guri, we're going to get your question. We're going to use the romance angels to start. We get that this could be the one. You've already read the romantic partner you seek. And then the bottom of the deck is the wedding card. So we're going to get some tarot for you. Guri, is he very stubborn? I say that because we get the world card, and that has all that fixed energy on it. And I feel like things are like really stuck. I feel like they're stuck and it's causing you a lot of chaos and conflict. The Fool is on the bottom of the deck. The other cards that came out are the Temperance card, which is finding balance. And then we get the Eight of Wands and the Eight of Swords. I feel like there might be some communication, but I think if it comes, is it going to cause you chaos and conflict? Is it going to, I feel like he's in and out. Guri, are you in a twin flame relationship? Because that Eight of Swords, Eight of Wands energy really feels. I asked, were you twin flame? And we got the Judgment card and the stars on the bottom, which are both yes cards for me. So I feel like there could be someone else, but I feel like eventually it's going to come back around. I feel like he's really stubborn. Like, okay, I was really stubborn to start my spiritual path. I'm fixed energy. I have a lot of that. So the universe caused me a lot of chaos and conflict. And until he finds balance within himself, he's going to be in and out of your life. But I feel like he has feelings for you, but he has to work on some personal stuff for himself as part of his awakening. He has to do some healing, which also in turn means you have to do some healing because we mirror each other. And if you found my channel, you're most likely a twin flame because that's the energy that I mostly resonate with is the twin flame energy. So, and especially with these cards, because that's like in and out for me, like on the mental communication to actual communication in the physical. I feel like he's maybe having dark night of the soul. So I would not reach out when you're crying. Honestly, don't. Like she is very sad. Work on finding the balance in your energy. And honestly, the most attractive person for him to come back to is you balanced and in a happy place. Because I see like long term this, that's the wedding card. So, and it says this could be the one, and the card under the wedding card is the true love card. So I feel like he's having his dark night of the soul. And I feel like he's just maybe really stubborn about it. If you focus that he's going to have someone else, then he's going to. Honestly, the best thing you can do for yourself is put your hand on your heart and feel the love you have for him and focus on your feelings of love, and then you project your love to him. If you are in the fear of, I'm worried he's with somebody else, the universe hears he's with someone else, he's with someone else, he's with someone else. So do you want him with someone else? If not, stop saying that. Literally, you get what you think about. So only focus on what you want. Focus on, I am grateful. Tell me, I don't feel like, I feel like he's just working through some stuff. I do not feel like he's moved into a different relationship. That is not the energy I feel. And those horoscopes are really general, unless it's literally somebody that has your time and date and place of birth. They cannot give you a specific horoscope based on astrology unless they know all of those things about you, from my experience. Otherwise, it's just a general reading. So so he says, focus on your, love and happiness. And if you're feeling in a negative energy and you're in a twin flame relationship, that's just going to cause him to be in a more negative vibration as well. And then if that's the case, you don't want to attract him back if he's in a low vibration. So truly the best thing you can do for yourself is really be happy. As Celia says, don't be confused and overwhelmed. Write a list, Guru, write a list of all the things you love about him, the things you're grateful for about him. Like I did that earlier with Dave. I listed some things. I'm very grateful that he makes me wonderful coffee every day. I'm grateful that he maintains the hot tub. I'm grateful he plays the bowls for me. I'm grateful he has such a nice house for us to live in. I'm grateful that he always puts gas in my car for me. I'm grateful that he is always so kind and generous to other people. So the more like things that you think of to be grateful for, the more you're going to bring that energy back to you. So like I'm really grateful for all that stuff about Dave, and then he just makes him do more of that for me. He doesn't even know I'm grateful for all that stuff. He just knows he feels good when he does that stuff for me, and I feel good when he does it for me. I completely know. Part of the time, Guru, you're apart because it's literally about you, working on your path. You know, are you working on healing? A lot of times I know from the past, I know you're like when I'm thinking of Dave, Dave's thinking of me. So if you're thinking of him, don't think that maybe he's not thinking of you. When when he has his energy focused on you, can you feel it? When he's like when you're in relationship with him and he really is showing you attention, can you feel it? Hi Princess, how are you doing? I know, but can you when he's near you, can you feel his energy focused on you? I'm guessing it makes you feel good. And so you're making me stop till we get the answer. Literally, I like put all that in my list. It's on my list of things I wanted. I like that he brings me flowers. I almost promised today when he goes to Costco, he's going to come home with some flowers for me. He's really good about that. I know you think about him a lot, but when he's near you, can you feel when he's focused on you? Or when you're in communication with him, can you feel when he is focused on you? I don't have super chat yet. I'm working on getting monetized. The more hours I get viewed, then I can get monetized. So right now I either do PayPal or Cash App. Um, but Guri, her point is when he focused on you, you can really feel it because it makes you feel good, like he loves you. And no, When he focuses on you, you don't feel like he likes you or loves you? Hi, Nikita. How are you? She thinks that you're going to feel him when he's focused on you, and that's a good thing. And when he's not focused on you, you can feel that too. And it makes you not feel good. And he can feel the same thing. So if you're still sending him loving energy, he can feel that. Yes. And when he's not, you don't. And even if you're not with him, you can still send him that love. So just know that you can send him that love energetically. Celia says, write that list of things that, you love and appreciate about him. Like Dave rubs my feet almost every night because he knows how much I like it. Every night when he does it, he also has the intention with his healing hands. Oh, my computer's about to die. Hold on. Okay. Celia's saying work on that, and she says, if with the cards that he had, it looked like he's working through some stuff. So I feel like you need to do that as well. What do you need to heal? Have you joined the Facebook group? We are doing a Chiron class tomorrow night. I'm doing it for 10 people. I think there's like maybe 7 signed up. So if you want to be part of that, sign up. And like when I started working on healing that's when I really brought Dave in quickly. So, Guru, think about, joining the Facebook group. Miss Bick, can we get your question next, please? And so you said, thank you for being patient. We know you've been here for a little bit. Just checking on Dave's message. We are going to record that class. The first 10 I'm doing is for free, but after that we will have it posted as a posted class. So yeah, so he wants me to look up. Pooja, can we get your question next? And so you said, thank you for being patient and waiting. And then, and Ms. Bick, you can go ahead and post your question. And then Pooja will get your question. What energy is coming between me and Nanman? Pooja, we're going to get you first, and then we'll get Miss Bick, because that's how it came up on my feed first. So, what is the energy between Pooja and Nanman? Rhonda, I just posted that I was doing the class, and I think some people just signed up saying they wanted to do it. I'm going to put a post out later. because I'm going to need email addresses because I'm going to post it as a private link, I think. Or we're going to do it Zoom. Dave and I are still working on how we're going to do it tomorrow night. Pooja, I feel like your relationship's kind of being divinely guided right now. The bottom of the deck is the Two of Wands, which is kind of, in this card, I feel like separation. And then we get the Page of Wands, or the Page of Swords, which he's not really always, I don't feel, communicating either. And then so he wants us to get into the rest of the cards, which is the Devil card, which is toxic codependent behavior sometimes. And then there's the Star card, which is the healing card. And then there's the Judgment card, which Celia feels is more of the coming back together card. So I feel like you just have to go through these phases, which are all major arcana, and then, that's going to come back around for you, Pooja. But I just feel like there's maybe some toxic energy, codependent energy, and until that energy gets resolved and healed, that it won't come back around. But I feel like that is where the cycle is going. Celia says, it is, going to heal and go this way. Yeah. Pooja, she's saying, that guidance for the day has been really about, writing that thing, write 10 things every day that you love about him, get in that heart space, and just try to, be, the most in your heart space you can be. And, just focus on the love. Don't focus that he's not there. Don't focus that he's with the other person. Write down the things that you most loved about him when you were with him. I like the way Dave rubs my feet. I love, the flowers he brings me. He cooks really, really good meals for me. If I tell him I want something or need something, he immediately takes care of that for me. So the more you can be in your heart space with him, the more you can bring that energy back towards yourself. And that puts you in a more loving space. So that overall will elevate your overall, vibration, because you're in a heart space place versus, that Five of Pentacles place, which is never good. So that helps. And then we were getting... And Guri, we Celia just feels we're guided here. It's funny because a lot of my viewers are from India. And it's funny because I told Dave, we were talking about it this morning, that, I definitely had a past life there. And then I'm very drawn to that, because we were talking about places we wanted to visit. And India was on that list. And there's the Queen of Swords. So Celia's saying that's definitely the truth. That, yeah. So I have some past life in India. So, but we're just all here to help each other. And then we're going to get Miss Vic. What are A's, Capricorn's intentions towards me? It's going to be a progress between the two. Okay, is there going to be any progress? So guidance for Miss Vic about A, the Capricorn's intentions. Well, the first cards we get out are the Sun and the Eight of Cups. I feel like this is definitely part of your spiritual path. I feel like that's much happiness there together. Definitely part of your path. Definitely. I must have really messed my cards up, but I feel like he's going to take you into a new direction. much calmer water than you've been in the past. I feel like his intentions are good. I feel like it's definitely divinely guided, part of your path. And the sun, that's happiest card in the dang deck. So thank you, Rhonda, for all of your help. We greatly appreciate you so much. Jay Santiago, should I move to GA with E? Jay, we're going to get your, should you move? It looks like it's going to be really good, but you have to make sure you're not having mind chatter about it. Are you worried about work? Are you moving away from your job? I feel like it's something going to be even better. Jay, looks really good. Move to Georgia. Go for it. Looks really good. Don't worry. Everything's always working out. And a good mantra is every day's getting a little bit better, which is a good mantra for everyone. Every day is getting a little bit better, which is absolutely the truth. You're very welcome. Enjoy Georgia. I hear they have great peaches. So, but truly, that's Celia's like, that's a great little mantra. Every day's getting a little bit better, and it will. Just know. She's like, trust it. Yeah. She's like, trust. Are you following your heart? She said. If you're following your heart, it's absolutely the right thing to do. Angel, can we get your question next? Much light and love to you, and have a great day. Yeah, but Celia's like, oh, you're going to love Georgia. You're going to love it, she says. Do you live somewhere where it's really cold sometimes? She feels like you will like the climate better. And actually, we've been on almost 2 hours, so I think I'm going to take a little break. I may be back later because I need to go sit in some sunshine for a little bit, honestly. But we are doing the Chiron class tomorrow at 7. I will be posting in the Facebook group, so please watch for that. And thanks everyone for being here today. Thank you. Bye. Thanks, Rhonda.